Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took it.
Turning it on! Made a defender miss. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll leave it with him. Gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. With the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Toss to the left. Got a little space. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's talk about Alabama. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Oh, what a move.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. On the move. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Grab, go to the middle. It's Marsh. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the... offense, you want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes it go. They will score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Pick up a 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route defense did a good job knowing where that was.
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Here comes that Alabama offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to wonder about the play call there. Third and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th and California.
And here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. They make to stop it. He'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
It's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Quarterback making checks. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Try to get it to the edge. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
This is an offense that can find multiple ways to get explosive plays, especially when they hand it off to this guy.
And it's so nice to have a running game you can depend on, especially when you get the other side of the field, now set up on the 2-yard line.
And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Temple looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Owls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive to say the least. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the catch. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Swings it out to his running back. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
Punt is on its way. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Takes the easy one to the back. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Grab behind the line. It's Barber. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Taylor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Michigan, 14,
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. Snagged out of the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll go to the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Taylor. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off play action on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds us back in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got him wide open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
What a cut! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Snap it to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that... A good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense in a split backfield. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. Quarterback takes a knee. They'll try for a big play here on 4th and long. And the quarterback takes a knee.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've had this drive absolutely gift-wrapped. How often do you start with a 1st and goal? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Taylor. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're working that left side. He stopped at the 38, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the... Ball back.
So easier said than done. The defense knows you're passing the football. It's the 4th quarter. You're trailing. You got to force the issue. It's really, really tough. Quarterbacks have to be smart. They have to be really, really accurate with the football. He wasn't there. Another big turnover.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Slithers into space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll keep it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice move there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, marked it at the 16-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense. Now you understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It'll be be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And back to the air on second down. Right on target this time. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.